Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Creating a multi-tenant B2B application can be an intricate task, but with the right tools and frameworks, it becomes manageable. In this tutorial, we will build a simple multi-tenant B2B application using Bun as our runtime and HTMX for dynamic HTML interactions. Prerequisites: 1. JavaScript/node.js knowledge. Familiarity with JavaScript is essential. 2. Basic HTML/CSS knowledge, understanding of creating web pages. 3. Bun, make sure you have Bun installed. You can install it from Bun's official website, https://bun.sh. 4. HTMX, this will be included via CDN. Course outline: 1. Setting up the project. 2. Creating the multi-tenant structure. 3. Building the backend with Bun. 4. Creating the frontend with HTMX. 5. Handling tenant-specific data. 6. Deployment considerations. Step 1. Setting up the project. 1. Create a new Bun project. Bash. Bun init multi-tenant B2B app. cd multi-tenant B2B app. 2. Install necessary packages. You might want to use a database, like SQLite, for simplicity. For this tutorial, we won't be adding a database, but in a full application, you'd install an ORM like Prisma or Sequelize. Bash. Bun add express. 3. Project structure. Create the following directories and files: /multi-tenant B2B app, src, controllers, models, routes, views, index.ts, bunfig.toml. Step 2. Creating the multi-tenant structure. In a multi-tenant application, you need to decide on a strategy for data separation. For simplicity, we will use a subdomain strategy. Step 3. Building the backend with Bun. 1. Create a basic Express server in index.ts. TypeScript. Import Express from Express. Import request, response from Express. Const app equals Express. Const port equals 3000. / middleware. App use, Express.json. App use, Express Erlang coded, extended, true. / simple route to handle tenant requests. App-get, /tenant, req, request, res, response, equals. Const tenant equals req params.tenant. res.send, welcome to the $tenant. App listen, port, equals. Console.log, server is running on http://localhost $port. To run the server. Bash. Bun run index.ts. Step 4. Creating the frontend with HTMX. 1. Create a simple HTML view in src/views/index.html. HTML. Doc type HTML. HTML lang equals n. Head. Meta charset equals UTF-8. Meta name equals viewport content equals width equals device width, initial scale equals 1.0. Title multi-tenant B2B app/title. Script src equals https://uncag.com/htmx.org at 1.6.1/script. /head. Body. H1 multi-tenant B2B application /h1. Form ID equals tenant form hx post equals /create tenant hx target equals response hx swap equals inner HTML. Input type equals text name equals tenant placeholder equals enter tenant name required. button type equals submit create tenant slash button slash form div id equals response slash div slash body slash html. To create a route to handle the form submission in src slash route slash tenant routes.ts. TypeScript. Import router, request, response from express. Const router equals router. Router.post, slash create tenant, req, request, res, response, equals. Const tenant equals req body.tenant. // here you can handle tenant creation logic. Res.send, tenant $tenant has been created. Export default router. 3. Integrate the route in index.ts. TypeScript. Import express from express. Import tenant routes from ./src routes tenant routes. Const app equals express. Const port equals 3000. / middleware. App use, express JSON. App use, express Erlang coded, extended, true. / serve static files. App use, express static, src views. App use, / tenant routes. App listen, port, equals. Console.log, server is running on http://localhost $port. Step 5, handling tenant-specific data. To manage tenant-specific data, you would typically implement a database connection where each tenant's data is stored in a separate schema or table. For instance, using an ORM like Prisma, you would define a tenant model and associate other models with it. You can fetch tenant-specific data based on the request context. Step 6, Deployment considerations. When deploying a multi-tenant application, consider using cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, or Heroku. Make sure to set up your database to support multi-tenancy and ensure your server can handle requests from multiple tenants concurrently. Conclusion. This tutorial provides a basic structure for a multi-tenant B2B application using BUN and HTMX. You can expand on this by adding user authentication, more complex data models, and integrating various B2B functionalities. Feel free to customize the app as per your business needs, and explore more advanced features of BUN and HTMX for enhanced functionality.